I was gonna film my windowsill. There's literal kids out in the sea, and I'm just gonna look like a weirdo watching the children the way I'm facing, aren't I? There's so many people out. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I thought this week I would do a little what I got for my birthday video. Obviously it was the majority of books. I got 7 books in total, and then I got a few other things that I'll also show you as well that's slightly not book related. I'm gonna have to stand up for this video because I was gonna sit on my windowsill, and there is children out in the sea, and the way I was facing was me staring at the children, and I didn't want that to look dodge. And also there's so many people out because it's really sunny, so I didn't want everyone watching me, because even though I'm really high up in my flat, you can still see me. Even though they're still going to see me literally filming this, it's not going to be as bad. So yes, so the first 3 books, actually this isn't in order that I went to the bookshops, but basically we were meant to go to Hawaii, but we were really tired from work and we didn't really want to travel there, so we just went back into Cardiff city centre to get the books that I wanted, and plus I wanted to visit the Love Stories shop when it wasn't busy, because my birthday was on a Thursday, so that's what we did instead. And it was still just as nice. We are still going to go to Hawaii with one of my friends on the 18th, so I will film that. So there will still be a Hawaii vlog, book haul type thing at some point, but unfortunately it was not for my birthday because we were just so tired. But we went around town. I rinsed my boyfriend's wallet, well I also paid for some as well, but he paid for some of my books, and a few other cute things that we got from Kenji. But I'll start with the books because, you know, that's what you're all here for. So we went into Love Stories and I got 3 books, and I don't know if you have to spend a certain amount to get a bookmark or they just give it to you, but they gave me a cute little branded bookmark, which I thought was very cute, and then it just advertises their shop on the back, which I thought was cute because I only have magnetic bookmarks, and as much as I like them, they're very cute, I keep losing them, or they like rip at the top. So I was meaning to get like an actual bookmark like this, but I haven't got around to it, so I'm glad I got that for free. I got that with my 3 books. So the first book I got, which I actually haven't heard of before, is Toe to Toe by Falon Ballard. I don't know anything about it, I just liked the cover and was like, that's a bit spicy, isn't it? So I just kind of went for it, and it wasn't a series, and it was like it looks like it's dance romance, so that's what I've gone for. Again, I know nothing about this book at all, but as you can see, it is a flimsy book, and if you know me, you know I love a flimsy book because I love being able to hold a book like this type thing. So I got that. Again, don't know anything about it, but looked interesting. And then I got this. Hey, it's editing me here. I just wanted to say that in the video I said that I would put the summary on the screen, but it's quite a lot of effort, so I'm gonna put all the summaries of the books in the description for you so you can read about them and then decide to buy from there. But I will do quite a few reading vlogs on them probably anyway, the majority of them, like I normally do. So yeah, sorry for being a tad lazy, but it literally would take me forever if I put them all on screen, and I don't even know if you'd be able to like properly read them. So I'm just going to put them in the description, just an FYI, because they keep saying in the video, pop this on screen. It's going to be in the description. This, which is a knockoff of Sense of Sensibility by, is Is it Jane Austen? I think it is. This one is Sense and Suitability. So it's like a, again, didn't read into this. I was sold by the cover because look how cute that cover is. And look at the back as well. Oh my gosh. So honestly, I literally just picked it up because of the cover and I was like, yeah, that'll do. But one thing I'll say is, look how wordy the blurb is. So yeah, but I'm assuming it is a spin-off of that. So I'm excited to read that. And again, flimsy book. So we're winning with the flimsy books here. This is why I love stories even more now, is that they're stocked with the flimsy books. That is from Pepper Basham, even. So yeah, I'm just assuming it's a spin-off. Again, I don't know much about it. I might pop up like little summaries of them on the screen just so you can quickly read it, because I'm not about to try and summarize that right now. I probably should have done that beforehand, so I do apologize, but I kind of just forgot. So that is the other one I got. And then the last book I got was The Brave and the Fearless by Dylan Dyer. Now, you will see back in maybe October, November time, I read the first book to this series and I was obsessed with it. It's basically a theme park, like a Western themed theme park, and it's like a romance within that setting. And I just love that concept. Like, I feel like it's so simple, but I've never read like a theme park romance before, and I just thought that was such a cool setting and I loved it. I can't remember what the first book was called. I'll put it on screen now, but I have it with me. Again, a flimsy book. I mean, this bookstore just has my favourite type of books. And this book is about Adriana, which was, we kind of know of about her in the first book. From what I remember, because it was so long ago, I think it was the main character in the first book's best friend. I don't know, I can't really remember, but I do remember the name Adriana, and I do know that she was in it quite a fair bit in the first one. So this will now be following her romance. I don't really remember too much about her. I just kind of remember her being in the first book. But either way, I loved the first one, so I have high hopes for this one, and it's a little bit longer. So I'll do a reading vlog on that. And also, I just love the front covers. I love the themes of it. The first book was similar, but it was pink. So yeah, and then we went into the works because I wanted some cheaper books. Hang on, I haven't taken the sticker off of this one, and you guys, you'll see why I need to take off the sticker, because this is probably the prettiest book I picked up, right? So it's called Uncharmed by Lucy Jane Wood. Look, and not just that, right? This is cute, right? Look at the cat, so cute. How cute is that sprayed edge? I was just obsessed. I saw it in Waterstones when we initially went to town, and I didn't buy anything. So this was like 2 weeks before my birthday, and I saw this in Waterstones. It didn't even have the sprayed edge, I'm pretty sure. I was already sold by the cover, and then I saw it in the works and I saw the sprayed edge, and I was like, I need that in my basket right now. So I was very happy with that. And it says the novel equivalent of Gilmore Girls, and you guys know I'm obsessed with Gilmore Girls. I think I watched it about 12 times all the way through, not even joking. So right up my alley. It's like witchy bakery, and obviously, as you guys have seen on my channel, I love to bake, and you'll see my Instagram as well. I recently just catered for my first ever party because it was my father-in-law's party. So I love my bacon, and apparently in real life there is baking spells, which I do kind of want to try. Even though I may not really believe in witchcraft, I feel like that would be quite cool to still try. So yeah, it just seemed cozy, witchy vibes, and I can't wait to read it, and I'm gonna forever cherish this book. This is genuinely the prettiest book I have in my entire bookshelf. So, and that was only £5 because, you know, the work's got us covered. And then let me just quickly take off the sticker. But this one is Terror at the Gates by Scarlett St. Clair, which I've never heard of before. But again, I was sold by the cover, because I know I'm not meant to judge a book by a cover, but I judge a book by its cover. I'm not ashamed of it. Like, if your cover's ugly, it's not going to entice my attention. The first thing we see is a cover, so I don't know why it's a bad thing to judge a book by its cover. But again, look how pretty it is. It just looked really like dark, witchy. I was feeling witchy vibes and I really wanted it. Again, don't know anything about it. I'll put a brief summary up. But yeah, kind of got dark romance vibes, fantasy maybe, from this. Again, I just picked it up because it was the cover that sold me, and it is a start of the series. I got my boyfriend to search it before I bought it. This is the first book, and then the second book of the series is coming out later this year or next year. There was an option to pre-order it, so it is coming out soon. But yeah, I'm quite excited for that. It also just kind of looked like Snow White type vibes, but seems a little bit too edgy. She's got the little cross. I don't know, because I feel like it's a little bit too edgy for Snow White. So excited for that. And then the last two I got was from Waterstones. I am so close to £10 off from Waterstones, so maybe we'll have to go back to Waterstones at some point to do another bookshop, because I can get my £10 off. Again, I just was in the mood for cozy vibes, cozy romance vibes. Bit of fantasy was the vibe I was obviously feeling on this day. So, and this was a book that you would have seen in my other vlog I took a video of that I really wanted, was the Matcha Maker Café. And you know I love my matcha, and again, I don't know anything about it, but look how cute that cover is. It doesn't have a sprayed edge, would have been very cute if it did. And then look at the back, it's got little croissants, little matchas, so cute. So I got that as well. Again, it is a romance. It's like, it's giving, from what I'm quickly reading from the back, it's giving Grumpy Sunshine, and that is one of my favourite tropes. So I'm absolutely buzzing with that, because it says, Ben walks in, a man who believes love is too boring while trying to match him. Sasha slowly finds herself drawn to his quiet charm. So I'm gonna love this, so I'm very excited. And then last but not least, this has literally been on my TBR, I swear to God, for 10 years. Like, I actually don't know how old this book is, but Holly Black, The Cruel Prince. It has been on my TBR for so long. I remember, like, literally 10 years ago, I started watching BookTube. When it wasn't a trend, I've always been a BookTube person. And it'll be interesting to see if some of you guys know, but there was this YouTuber called Emma Books, and I was obsessed with her. She lived outside New York. I know she didn't actually live in New York, but she lived outside New York. And I remember she really liked Cassandra Clare, which I think is the author of the Shadowhunter series, which I do really want to read. That has been on my TBR for literally 10 years. But she like quit YouTube like 5 years ago. But yeah, when I tell you I like books, like, it's been going for a very long time, and BookTube has been around for longer than it has since it was trending on TikTok. But literally this author has been on my TBR for literally 10 years, so I thought I'd finally pick up Cruel Prince because I've been eyeing it for a very long time. And I may potentially buddy read this with Robbie, which is who I buddy read with the first Alcatraz book. So we'll probably do another buddy read together, because we've been meaning to for a while, because I feel like she's the only person I like buddy reading with. Like, I haven't buddy read with many people, but I think because me and her read similar, in a similar way, and we think the same way, it's just quite fun to read together. So I think we're going to buddy read that, so I definitely do a vlog on that. But that is the last book I got, and I'm absolutely buzzing to start reading Holly Black stuff. Well, actually, I do have a short stories book that's literally like this thick, no joke. That's Holly Black, and I have read one of the stories on there, and I did really like that, so that actually is a bit of a lie, I have read her before. But but it was only a short story book, but I did really like that one and I like how she wrote it, so very exciting. But yeah, that'll be my first like proper novel read from her. But yeah, anyway, now I'm gonna stop rambling. Those are all the books I got. Let me pose for thumbnail. And I will now show you the other two non-book related things. Okay, so the last two other cute things was I got 3 blind boxes from Kenji, I think it's called. It just recently opened in Cardiff, and I'm obsessed with it. I think I prefer it to Minnesota. Maybe. I don't know. But I do like the Hello Kitty stuff in Minnesota, so. So how you say it? Minnesota? I can't remember. But yeah, I've become obsessed with blind boxes. So I got 3. I got 2 small ones because the small ones were polar bears. And if you guys know, I'm obsessed with polar bears. I have polar bear everything. You've probably seen my cuddly polar bear that I always have in my arms. His name's Paul. I never leave his side. He is like my bestie, and I'm obsessed with polar bears. So when we saw the 2 small, we saw small blind boxes with purely just polar bears, I freaked out. My partner was like, you have to get them because they're like £3 each. So I don't have the box anymore to show you, and I can't remember for the life of me what they were called, so I can't really like show you what the options were. But there was one option that I really did not want, and it was weird because, well, I'll show. Oh, let's not kill him. I'll show you. It's this, and you're like, well, Danny, he's reading a book. How can you not like him? But I don't. This was the one I did not want, and of course I got it. Luckily we got 2 because my partner had a feeling that this was going to happen. Let me try and... I don't like it because you can't see him. It's literally just like a bear shape with a book over it. So that's why I'm not really a massive fan of it, and that's why I didn't really want it, because you couldn't really... I mean, you can tell it was a bear, but like you can't really see the bear, do you know what I mean? So of course I had to get that one because that was the one I did not want. And to be fair, I've had really good luck with blind boxes. Like I've always gotten the ones I wanted, so it was inevitable that I was going to get one that I did not want. However, I did get one of them. But actually, to be fair, apart from that one, I was happy with the rest of the options. So then when I got the sleepy polar bear, look how cute he is, I was very happy. Because imagine if I got 2 of these and I don't like this one. I still want to keep him because he's still cute and he's still cute on my shelf. But yeah, I got those 2. And then there was this fairy tale. Oh my god, it's so warm. There was this fairy tale themed blind box, and I was like, oh, got to get that. This one was like my least favourite, but I did not like it. It was just I liked all of them, but out of the others, like, it wasn't my favourite, if that makes sense. But I don't hate it either. So I got this one. I just liked how whimsy they were on the box. Like, there was one that I really wanted, which was like a girl that has like, she was like dressed as an apple, if that makes sense. I really wanted her, but she is so cute too. Even though she wasn't my all-time favorite, she's still so cute. Yeah, so I think she's meant to be like a little clock doll thing. I love her so much still. And look, she's got a little snail on her arm. She looks like a tree trunk as well. It's like a tree trunky like clock thing, and then she's got a little sprout on her back. So she is still very cute. She just wasn't like the one I really wanted, but I'm still really happy with her, and I definitely can't wait to go back to Kenji because I want more of this series, and I want all of these polar bear ones now, especially when they're only £3 each. So I'm a very happy girl. But by the way, it is Kenji on the back, so I think it's their own brand ones. So yeah, I don't know what they're called, but those are the cutie things I got. So I got all the books and all of the cute little blind box prizes. So that is what I got for my birthday. I'm sorry I didn't film it. I just thought it would be boring to film because I'd already done clips of the same bookshops that we went to a few weeks ago, so I didn't want to film, and my partner does not like being on camera anyway, so it would have been a little bit tricky to avoid. So yeah, but I will still be vlogging HLY. It's just I'll be going with 2 people that don't like being on camera, so I'll have to try my best to just film myself. But I do really want to vlog that so you guys can see, because I know it's on a lot of book people's list, and I'm very lucky to live somewhat near it, a travel distance that we can do in a day. So I will film that soon, so stay tuned for that. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more, and if you want to see that vlog, because you may miss it if you don't subscribe or leave a like. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video.